And this is a how to breed superworm video. To breed superworms, it's pretty simple. First thing, you're gonna need a bin or a little deli cup with a lid, and you could put them in the individual slot or container, and they'll eventually turn into like a C shape or an O. Then they'll turn into pupa, which a pupa looks like that. They're bigger than a mealworm pupa, obviously. So, yeah, you're going to fill each slot individually. You can put a little piece of carrot or something in there so they don't starve to death. You don't have to. It's just, if you have a little carrot in there, they're most likely going to spot. I also drilled little holes. You kind of see that. Little holes in each one so they have airflow, so they're not going to suffocate in this. And then once they turn into beetles, you can either throw them in a tub like this, full of oatmeal. Doesn't matter what kind of, as long as it's like plain old oatmeal, they should be okay. And then I give them carrots. You can give them potatoes, things like that. And then have them like this, as I was saying before. I got kind of off track right there. But you could put the beetles in there. Beetles, here's one. Well, it's not alive, but they're kind of slippy. They're really smooth. They look kind of like that. There's no legs on that one. But yeah, they are in there. They live. They breed. They lay their eggs on things like this, anywhere they want. They'll hatch, they'll go down in the burrow, and the superworms will dig down deep so they don't get eaten by their parents. Or you can buy 2 bins, place one lid, cut the big hole in the lid. So it just has a little groove slot down. I have to move my heat tape that I have. And then you place this down, and a lot of these containers have a little, you can see a rounded part down there, so it'll fit in the groove, so it will not slide or move. So what happens in this way, you breed them, you put your beetles in here, they'll go on here, they'll lay their eggs, so on, so on. And once the eggs hatch, the eggs will, well, the little superworms, will go through the screening, and then they'll fall down through where there's no beetles and they can't get eaten by anything. So you do it that way. This way you can get more superworms out of it instead of, let's say, 25% of what your super beetles are producing don't get eaten by the parents. So I tried both ways. Both ways are pretty effective. Yeah. You could feed them carrots. You could feed them potatoes. I think I already said that. Yeah. You could put some oatmeal down, but I don't want to put too much because I don't want to trust the glue, hot glue, to hold that weight. I'd be worried about it falling down. You could put a little layer of that because the super beetles and them, they do eat this. And another thing you can feed your super worms and super beetles is MS2 Premium Insect Chow. This stuff, I used it before, tried it out. It works great. I tried it on crickets, mealworms, superworms. I'm trying it on dubias, which is the newest thing I'm trying to breed. So basically, once you do everything I've told you, and you'll there's one that shed it right there, and they do molt, so you may see some skin, like their shell. But if they're white, like what I just showed you, that means they're really soft. So if you want your reptile to eat something softer, and you have superworms, and you got a white one like that, they're really soft, really squishy, easy for your reptile to eat. So pretty much that's pretty much everything. And just put egg cartons down, and you could buy those anywhere for real cheap. So cardboard, paper towel, toilet paper roll, whatever. You can feed them lettuce, all kind of things. I prefer to feed them a lot of things that have nutrients and everything, because more nutrients that's in them goes right back into my geckos and other reptiles. So yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know about how to breed them. They're pretty easy. It's a little time, it takes a while to breed them. Yeah, but if you're building a rack for your leopard geckos or ball pythons or whatever, you want to know what kind of heat tape to use. This is the kind you need with the silver bands. It says, let's see where it says it. I don't know where it says that. Oh, there it is. It says right there, I don't know if you can see that. Made in the USA. That stuff is the real heat tape, not like the other stuff that has the copper and all that. That stuff will, well, I've seen videos. Let's just say that. Yeah. So that's all you really need to know. You can get this MS2 stuff at MS2 Enterprises. You can get the Plano tackle box bin thing. This Plano. You could get that at Walmart for like $2, $3, something like that. So yeah. Here's a little baby right here. Little guy. Really small. So yeah, they get about that big. About 3.5, sometimes 4 inches long. So yeah, that's how to breed superworms. If you have any questions or anything, you can leave it in the comment section. Yeah. If I left anything out, just let me know. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.